Good morning, welcome back to the farm vlog on the little farm thing that we got going on here. So it is still the bleak of midwinter, but that's okay because that gives us time to be able to work on the Z-Tour. If you haven't been watching the vlogs, just before we left Georgia, the tractor kind of broke down. I was able to drive back and forth, but I wasn't able to steer left or right. So we got that working for us. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some other servicing. I'm going to change a few filters and just make sure that the vehicle or this tractor, really just make sure that this tractor is ready for springtime because this is going to be the workhorse. This is going to be the tractor that pretty much does everything for us. It's going to be doing the tilling for us. It's going to be hopefully doing planting if we can get a planter. It's going to be pretty much doing everything. So I have put in an order for these parts for the Z-Tour. However, the way that it works is that delivery companies will not deliver to your door. In Georgia, you order something off of Amazon, comes to your door. Not here. Because this area is so remote, delivery companies do not deliver to your door. So you got to go all the way up to the farm store that's up over there somewhere and pick up your parts there. Now that comes with its own challenges. In total, with the parts that I bought, it came up to about $240. Being that they're being stored at the farm store requires you to pay $20 for storage cost. So in total, I had to pay $260 to get the parts for the Z-Tour, which is kind of unfortunate, but what are we going to do? We really don't have any other option. So we have that working for us. Now, I got a call yesterday that the parts were delivered, so we're going to go in our truck and pick up the parts in a little bit. But first, I have something I want to show you. I was taking a walk just over here. And I'm taking a walk this way, and I see two orange implements just sitting in the trees there. Just these two implements just sitting right here. Now, just so everybody knows, our property line extends all the way to that far tree line over there, all the way down to that group of trees right there, all the way down here. You see those three trees that are just ahead of us, right in front of us. There's those three trees. You got that one that might be a little hidden, but you have those two trees that are right there, 2 or 3, I think it is. I can't tell. I think it's 2 trees. The property line goes right to those trees and then all the way to the pond, which is just over there, and then to the road and all the way over there somewhere. So we do have a pretty big property, but these two implements are on our property right now, which means they're kind of ours, I think. I would imagine they are ours. I mean, they're on our property. Now, what's got me kind of interested is these two implements here are extremely, well maintained. They're not rusted at all. They look like they have a fresh coat of paint. That tarp right there is, untouched almost. So I'm kind of wondering if these were left here on accident, or if somebody actually intended to leave these here, or if somebody parked these on our property by accident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Z-Tour. I'm going to come over here, take these two implements to the house. If anybody asks for them, then we'll give them to them. But if it doesn't seem like anybody asks about the implements at all, then we're just going to say they're ours. But it's kind of cool, though. We got a snowplow here as well as a salt spreader. So that's actually pretty cool. But obviously, there won't be any moving of implements until we can get the Z-Tour running. So let's get in the truck, let's head down to the farm store, get our parts, and then come back. I imagine it'll take me a few hours to be able to repair the Z-Tour, and then, I imagine it'll probably be 4 o'clock midday, or, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I should say, by the time I'm finished. If I leave right now, go get the parts, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get the parts. I mean, maybe they got to do some signing and whatever to make sure that I'm actually the rightful owner of those materials. And then I come back, and I'll do the Z-Tour. So I imagine, 2 to 4 o'clock is probably when I'll finish, just because I'm doing a full service of this thing. So let's head off in the beautiful Ram. Not that ugly truck that Dad bought me when I just turned 18. So I have not met any farmers in this area yet. I know that there are a few other farmers. I don't know where their farms are. This area, it's so big and so remote that it's kind of like, maybe they live really far away, you know? Maybe it'll take us like half an hour just to drive to our neighbors or something. But I do know that they're around. Maybe their fields are somewhere around here, and because of the snow, I just can't see them. Alright, the store is just up ahead. What the heck happened right here? What in the world happened here? Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Look at how much snow has fallen. Like, just look at how much snow has fallen. Like, this is the ground, right? This is ground level. And then here's the snow. The snow literally brings the ground up by like a foot. Like, we would have never gotten this much snow in Georgia. I'll admit, it was really weird coming from Georgia. I left Georgia, what was it, a couple months ago already? In Georgia, it snows, but the snow is nothing like it is here. When it snows in Georgia, it doesn't stick. Or at least where we were, it didn't stick. And then I came a few hours north, and boom, it was like snow was here, and it was crazy. So, I don't know. Do I prefer the snow versus not having snow? Honestly, this brings me home memories. Back in Mills County, it snowed a lot like this, and I have to say, I honestly do prefer this over Georgia. Alrighty, so we're here. We're going to go grab our parts. I will be back with you in just a second. Hey, can I help you? Yeah, I'm just here to pick up an order. What's your name? Kristopher Wright. Kristopher Wright. Alright, let me see here. Alright, I got my parts. Let's go home. I realize that may have sounded very wrong. Let's just go home and put that behind us. Alright, here we are. Let's get to work. I imagine it'll probably be a few hours. So, question is, what do I start with? We got a few things here. Let's see. You know what, I'll just set this over here. Just over here for right now. We'll put this right here in the trailer, and then we'll work with it later. Alrighty, well, I'm going to be setting the camera down and doing some work. I imagine I'll probably be here for a few hours. I don't know how long it's going to take me, so I will be back with you all in a couple hours. And hopefully the Z-Tor isn't going to explode. We'll drive it off. We'll park the tiller there. We'll go grab the implements that are just over there, bring them home. I think what we'll do is we might just park them right here. They're in the open so that if anybody comes down and is like, oh, hey, that's ours, they can go to the door, you know, tell us, hey, those are ours, you know, and we can explain, okay, they were parked on our property, blah, 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 blah. But yes, it's 8 degrees right now, so I'm going to be freezing, but that's okay. I got a winter coat, so I'll be back with y'all in a couple hours. Alright, so it's just after 4 o'clock now. The sun is up. It is a little bit warmer than it was a couple hours ago. It's 12 degrees Fahrenheit now, not 8. So the tractor's still here. It's all done, though. So we're going to get it running, see if it doesn't explode. And I took, what time did we start? It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock when we started. Well, 12 o'clock hit. I took like a 2-hour break for lunch. Well, it turned into 2 hours because I started watching YouTube, and, well, you know how that can go when you start sitting down watching YouTube. So here we are. Point is, it's still daylight, and we can still test this thing out. And, well, bigger picture is that, and, well, it doesn't really matter how long it took because guess what? We're done. Alright, so let's climb aboard here. Let's get this thing fired up. Good. Fires right up. That is good. Let's see. That's all the way up. Let's just back out here. See if this thing doesn't explode. So this is what I could do normally. Now, question is, am I able to steer left or right? If I turn the steering wheel... Okay, yeah. The steering wheel turns a lot nicer than it did. When the tractor broke down, I was barely able to turn the steering wheel left or right. So the fact that I can turn the steering wheel, oh, and good, I can steer left and right. Let's see if I can steer right, actually. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Okay. Well, that's good. And everything, yeah, we did a full service, so this thing should be pretty good to go. The only thing we didn't really do is change the tires, but that is okay. I think, looking at these tires, I think that they'll last us a little while longer. They're actually in pretty good condition, so let's park this in the shed somewhere, and then we're going to head down, we're going to grab the 2 implements, bring them home. I don't think the Z-Tor is going to be able to operate any of them. If it's able to operate one of them, it'd probably be the salt spreader. But there's so much snow on the ground here that if we use the salt spreader, it would be almost ineffective. It wouldn't do anything to the snow because there's way too much snow. We need to have an actual snowplow, or better yet, a snowblower. I think the Z-Tor might be able to manage a snowblower. Main reason is just because, well, with the Z-Tor, or with a snowplow, you're pushing the snow. With a snowblower, you're kind of picking up the snow and you're kind of throwing it somewhere. So it's not like you're actually pushing snow. You're kind of eating it and throwing it somewhere else. So that's just why a snowblower might work better with the Z-Tor, but that's okay. Alright, PTO off, there we go. Everything's fine back here. Nice. Alright, let's head off. Oh, it feels great to be driving the Z-Tor. How many months has it been? 2, 3 months since I drove the Z-Tor? Let's take the plow first. Alright, it's attached. Let's lift it up here. Perfect. Okay, you know, I was actually worried at first that the Z-Tor, or at least the front of the Z-Tor, wouldn't be able to manage this heavy piece of machinery. I don't actually know the weight of this thing, but I really was certain that the front of the Z-Tor would be doing a wheelie, but it appears to not be doing that, so that's actually a really good thing. Alrighty. So I'm back at the yard. Let's just leave it right here. Let's go back. Let's grab the salt spreader. I don't know if this has salt in it. We could check if it has salt. But seeing its great condition, I would be surprised if it ever had salt in it. It looks basically brand new, unless whoever was here previously fixed it up and repaired it for us, and then their intentions was to leave it, and they just wanted to make sure they left a nice gift for when we got here. I'm not really too sure, but the point of the matter is there isn't any salt in here. It is in amazing condition, so maybe they genuinely left it for us, or they genuinely forgot it, or they didn't use it at all and kind of just forgot they parked it here. Question is, how long did they park it here? It seems so brand new to be parked here. Like, there's no way this was here for more than a year. You'd have to imagine that some of the paint would at least be chipped off or something. Let's lift this up, and we'll head back to the farmyard, again, with this beautiful item we have here. Alright, let's back this up here, just next to the plow. Lower it. And it's attached. I think that's visible enough, right? The only reason I'm leaving them right here is because they're in such good condition. I just want to take a precaution. I'm not going to use them for one reason. One reason is I don't know if this is actually somebody's. Now, there is something else that I found about this place that has me kind of wondering. We have 2 bright orange implements that I found it about a week ago. We took them back to the farm. They were right there. Very good condition. There's something else that has me kind of just confused a little bit. We have some bales here. We have some silage bales, it looks like, and then we have some hay bales and stuff like that. And these bales kind of have me a little interested in something here. Our property, this is out on our property. All right, this is on our property. I want to say our property ends, I think, just before that rock right there. We have those rocks, and it goes all the way over there and then to the rocks, and then it goes, I think, just past those trees right there, and then all the way down, way past the house, all the way to that back tree line. So this is a part of the property. We can do whatever we want with this building. Just what makes me kind of confused here is just the integrity of these bales. These bales are in actually pretty good condition. I mean, they're a little weathered, but I would imagine that if they've been here for a long time, they probably would either be extremely kind of unrecognizable as far as, are they still bales? I don't know. It's just got me thinking. They're here, though. Maybe somebody was using this place just before us. I'll just say right now, I have no idea who was here before we moved here. So maybe these were just left behind because they didn't need them. I don't know. Alright, well, that's going to do it for us for this vlog today. When we come back, it's going to be in a little while, just because there's nothing for us to do right now. I mean, there really isn't anything for us to do right now. It's snowing. We have the Z-Tour fixed up, so we're going to leave it in the shed. We're going to make sure that, we keep, maintaining everything on it until summer starts, just so that, nothing freezes and nothing breaks. And, I think I'll start it here and there just to kind of get it warmed up so that it can get its parts moving and stuff like that. But that's going to do it for us for this vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm very excited to start this farm thing we got going here. It's definitely going to be really, really good, and everything like that. You got to imagine, for the amount of land that we have here, for the price we paid, this isn't that bad. It's really not that bad. Alrighty, well, I will see y'all in the next vlog. Bye-bye.